The truth is that Joseph the righteous eventually understood towards the end of his days that his brothers were not as terrible as he had initially thought them to be. So why do we truly need to forgive and let go of past grievances? It's not because God is essence of goodness and that one is simply a messenger of God. No, because your greatest enemy is not as bad an individual as you might think. There is a profound truth here that anyone with some life experience knows. Most people do not intentionally cause harm. Most people don't do things deliberately. So why is there so much evil in the world? For people often defend themselves, and in the struggle to protect oneself, they lose their head and become tangled, making numerous mistakes. Joseph the righteous, at the end of his life, understood that even they were worthy of forgiveness. Why did they fear him so much? They simply acted out of fear, out of sheer panic and hysteria, and it caused them... Do you know what it means when the informer is close to Jacob, our forefather? It constantly reminds me of the hysteria they lived in. It's not merely a person with a gun chasing you. It's as if the world itself is after you. Joseph the righteous brings their evil report to Jacob, our forefather. We grasp the pressure and tension they faced. I once saw something sharp in past generations. Why such madness? From the tribes came insanity. The tribes of Jeshurun prepared to kill a brother. They weren't just ordinary men, Shimon and Levi. Their names are on the breastplate. It was daunting to see this. They knew in past generations, one child remained. Another child would step out and the waste would leave, just as with Ishmael and Esau. They thought it would happen to them too. Joseph the righteous, so beloved by their father, whispering in his ear, bringing their bad reports. What might happen? Would they be cast out from the people of Israel? It wasn't about whom the father loved, but who would remain in Israel. This was their fear. They were being pursued to be killed. Joseph the righteous understood at the end of his days that the man who chased you so relentlessly didn't see you. He only wanted to protect himself. If he'd had a better way to protect himself, he would have used it. Nevertheless, it is not a valid reason to initially creating a demon. You create an enemy that doesn't exist. You create an opponent out of thin air. And by not talking to them, it says in the books, all the troubles of Joseph the righteous came from the fact they couldn't speak peacefully, and then everything got tangled up. When there is no dialogue, everyone starts with imaginations, building castles in the air, with the sister-in-law's gossip inflating the situation, creating disputes that grow, and before you know it, everything spirals out of control. Had they spoken over a cup of coffee, peacefully, like two men? Why do you bring so much hatred and fire into this place with all of these things?